Online, am I audible? Online, can you hear me? Yes, good. His voice is clear online? Yes, okay, good. Let me share the screen. Good afternoon, everyone. How are you all? Good, I'm good too. So now, did you all download and install the MySQL? And I'm getting no and yes combined. For the persons who are no, download and install today. Okay? Because it's a short lecture and I want everyone to practice it every day. Okay? It is not like your programming languages where you have multiple concepts. It is so simple and the workbench makes it more interactive also, actually. Okay. So try to practice it. So download and install it. Yesterday I have shown the download procedure because of the cache memory when I uninstalled, it did not came clearly. If you uninstall everything properly and delete it from your C drive and again restart your system and install it, you will get it perfectly in case if any errors happen. So okay, let me open it, my MySQL one. So let me explain it everything now. Let's start it. Sir, this course which we discussed yesterday gonna take 15 days. The actual Google Drive link will be provided you by Monday. Okay, where you will have your Google Drive link. In that Google Drive link, I will post all the notes and all. Okay, till then we will go with the basic notes which you can note it down. And the course may complete in 15 sessions, which is 15 sessions actually. So MySQL may need to be having in depth of 8 to 9 sessions, and the MongoDB will be completed in 5 to 6 sessions. On total, it will take it up to 3 weeks of your time. Okay. And we are going to discuss about database management systems. What does it mean by database management systems? When we have multiple databases, okay, when we have multiple databases, to maintain all the databases, we need to put all our databases into one place. And to maintain that place, we need one structure, right? How do you store the data there? How do you delete the data there? How do you retrieve the data there? To store, to manage this all, we need one system, and that is called database management system. Initially, we used to have file management system, and then we came to the concept called database management system, sir. In that, we have two procedures. One is RDBMS, okay, and another one is NoSQL. RDBMS and the NoSQL. Sir, it will cover within 15 days. Yeah, it will cover it in total. No worries. Okay. We will cover it in complete. Okay. It won't take it much time for you guys. Now, we will see it. Like after 4 or 5 days, actually, I will understand your strengths and my, then if the compatibility, based on the compatibility, we may see it. Okay. Now, so what we understood is when you have a data, the data will be managed in the form of tables, sir. When the data is managed in the form of tabular format, okay, that is called RDBMS. What it is called? RDBMS. Imagine I ask you to write one student details. what you can take it? You will draw one table, and in the table, you will put some columns. I think you guys know the basic terminology of rows and columns, right? We will discuss in detail about the terminologies in this class actually. Now, what I need if I started one student table? I may need student's roll number. I may need his name, or I may need his phone number, or I may need his Aadhaar number or some marks because he is a student, right? It is easy if you see a data in a tabular format to understand, right or not? And for the persons who are familiar with the Excel, they even understand it. It is easy to filter out the data or to do any operations on the data if the data is in a tabular format, right or not? Imagine I gave you data in a pie tree or bar chart or column chart or object notation. Then also it is so graphical, but it will take time for you to understand it, right? When you do your Python course, do you guys know one concept called JSON? JSON. In JavaScript also it will come. JavaScript object notation. We will have objects there. Imagine I gave you data in the object notations like student ID 1, student name something, student marks something, and student's phone number something. Like that, I repeated 15 objects and I gave it in an array, which is a JSON format. But if you see that, it may not be that much easy for you to exactly say which student have which marks. But if the same data, if I give it in a tabular format, you can easily filter out, right? Right or not? So that kind of dealing data in the tabular format, which is actually easy, is done by RDBMS, sir. RDBMS means Relational Database Management System. Relational Database Management System. If the JSON classes were not there, also no worries. Okay. The JSON, it's like JavaScript one. Okay. We don't need much JSON in the SQL. Now, here, what is SQL then? We know that RDBMS means Relational Database Management System. Then what is SQL? Structured Query Language. So you need one kind of query language. Okay. Query language is like your, not like your programming language. In programming language, you will write one logic, right? Right or not? If loop you will put, for loop you will put, while you will put, right? So that you can make some view better or some logic to get some values, to input some value, to output some value. In between something program will work. But instead of this, the same thing which can be applied in a simpler way. Like I want data from this table values greater than 300. Or I want in a student table is there in that the students who are getting more than 10 marks or who are getting more than 35 marks. I want those students list like a filter option. These kind of simple tasks can be done by structured query language. And the simple task which you are writing code is called query. What you will call query. Query is a logical code which you will write it to select or create or update the database. Okay. When you are creating the databases or updating the databases or delete, getting those details, these kind of things, you will manage it using queries. So these queries, the languages which prefer these queries, how do you write these things? Every language will have their own syntax now. For example, if is a logic, you will write it if in Python, you can write it if in the same JavaScript, you can write it if in PHP, you can write it if in Java also. But each language have their own syntax, right or not? Similarly, database manipulation ones, we have some syntaxes. And those syntaxes were defined by a query language named structured query language. Structured query language. Now, if someone asks you why we need structured query language to create or to uh, read or to update or to delete databases. Databases. So whatever you have inside the databases, sir, whatever you have in the database, like the uh, tables or views or procedures, everything, how you will delete them, how you will create them, how you will update them, those things we can able to do it using some structured query languages, sir. Structured query languages. Now, let's see. There are so many tools. Okay, we already wrote it here. There are so many tools in the structured query language like MySQL, okay, or MS SQL Server, or Oracle, or PostgreSQL. We are using one of the tool which uses SQL. If someone asks you the difference between MySQL and SQL, MySQL is a tool which uses the SQL programming language, SQL language. It's not programming language, it's SQL query language. Thus, something tool uses the structured query language, and that tool name is MySQL. Same SQL will be used by Oracle also. Same SQL will be used by PostgreSQL also. Okay. But their way of UI is different and their way of syntaxes were different. It's like same data type will be called with different names in each and every tool. Okay. Is it clear, sir? Yeah. Now let's see in depth of it. Now, yesterday I have shown how can you download and install MySQL, sir. Now let me show it to you one more time. This. Mhm. Now, sir, when you are going, just type it here in the Google, download MySQL. Now, someone in the online just mentioned what is it PLSQL. It's like the extension where you will write the programming language concepts into the SQL. Okay, which we will discuss in later parts. Now if you go here, MySQL, first download, click with the download one, sir, and you will get it here. Either you click with the community server or you will have MySQL Windows installer at the end. You go with both. Now here it will download it, sir. Download it the community version, not the web version. Always the community versions will be down and the web versions will be first displayed. In case if you already downloaded the web version, you can have the community versions also again, no worries. Now here, after downloading it, like you will get the screen of no thanks, just start download. Now after starting it, the installation steps will take a time, sir. Now here, I am going with the default, but in the yesterday application I showed, I will go with the custom and then I will take it the MySQL shell and workbench and the MySQL server. You prefer it like developer default, by default the server will come if you go with that. Okay. And server and the workbench, those two things are also enough, sir. Okay. Or you can prefer something called client. Sorry, something server. Go with the server. And if you take it full, it will take it somewhat more, sir, more time. Now next, it will get configure, next button. You may need to see any point, only the points you need to take care of. Next, next. Here, you need to specify one password, sir. It will lead to the workbench. When it is starting the workbench, it will prompt it to a page where password need to be entered. When you come to the password entered, sir, at that point, give the password, the actual password one, whatever you want. And the password has to be remembered because every time it will ask you that password to create the databases. The next re-entering, he is just giving some role-based authentication also, like different users with different access and all, which we are not going to do. Now update here, the next. So at this step, actually, your basic process will be done. Here they are installing completely full. They are installing everything, sir. But you don't need to worry about anything. Once you put the password, just click with the next. In case execute symbol comes, first click execute and then next, so that it will be executed, sir. Okay. And then this is the MySQL shell. First, it will open. You can close it upon. We are not doing any commands with the MySQL shell. And there is one more thing called workbench also. We will use in our languages MySQL shell and the workbench only. Okay. Once you download and install, then we can proceed it, sir. Clear? Is it clear the first step, sir? First step, download and install. Now let's learn about MySQL, sir. In detail, every detail about MySQL we will see now. Now, where we will work MySQL shell or workbench. I will show you with the workbench, but if you want it, like sometimes I will show you with the MySQL shell also. Okay, workbench is the user interface that you can see it like what is happening. MySQL shell is like just only commands will be there. You can't see the data, what it is happening it. Okay, that's the only difference, sir. Now, let's see the installation steps, the drive notes. The drive notes, actually the installation steps for the drive notes will be provided Monday, sir, once we have a Google Drive link. Okay. But if you go with the MySQL official website also, it provides you the similar steps. MySQL installation. Now the official website, MySQL, okay, it is not having any steps actually. But check it on Google, you will have the actual steps which we have the same commands. Okay. In case if you get any error, I will try to rectify it in Monday. Okay. In case if you did not install, but mostly it will be very smooth, sir. Okay. Now, next one, let's start the SQL. Before we starting, let me show you the commands. Sorry, let me show you the content, sir. What is the content? I will go with it. Yeah. So, sir, in this particular 8 or 9 days, okay, how many we will cover and what the main things we will cover, sir? We will cover the basic DBMS introduction, which we already covered. And then I will show you today what is MySQL and what are the different MySQL commands and what are different sub languages. In the MySQL, we have sub languages, sir. Data definition language or data manipulation language, data control language like that, DML, DDL, and all. And we will see what are different data types, strings, or data types, right? Data types defines the type of the data which we will give. Okay. When you are giving the data, sir, if I'm writing in a table, okay, I write student number. Can I give here there Raj? Can I give in the roll number column Raj? No. Can I give here on my name column 1, 2, 3? No. So you have to define each and every column a specific data type so that your application and the database will be secured, right or not? So we need to understand what are the data types which are in the MySQL, sir. We will understand the data types and we will understand how the variable works here. And we will also see today only the constraints if possible. What are different constraints and how to create a basic table, basic database and all. Now in future classes, we will see different functions, the aggregate functions like sum, count and all. And then we will see some kind of group by, order by, distinct or loop, some alias, these kind of advanced ones. For Python applications, later we will discuss something joins. when you are going with Python applications, if you learned till joins, that would be enough for your SQL journey actually. The SQL is like the big ocean, like when you are going into the more deep, the more may come. But the Python applications typically goes till the joins, but we will also cover the basic subqueries, how you can write it, and we can also see it like how you can write it, alternative data, how you will alter the data and all, temporary tables, and we will also see something like index and the security, performance issues and the security ones, how you will deal with, sir. Okay. In the next, we will give the notes also, I will. In the next 8 to 9 days, these are our schedule. After that, once we completed these things, I will give you the MongoDB. Once we came to MongoDB, I will show you like what we need to cover in that particular MongoDB. Clear, ma? One more thing. We are here to discuss only the database, how to connect, database, how to use, database, how to construct the tables and how to do the operations. When you do the Python application, how your Python application come to my database is part of your Python journey, not the database. Did you get my point? You will have your own commands. You will have your own packages. I think in Python, pip packages will be there. So after you install, when you use it, when you give a particular link on password authorization, automatically it will connect to database. Once it is connected to database, you will write some queries. That queries is the part of me, which I will teach here. Okay. How you can manipulate the database and all that we will write it. Okay. How the database will be connected or integrated with your Python applications, you will learn it in your Python classes. Clear, ma? Yeah. Now let's see. Let's start, sir. Now, let's start it. Now, let's discuss here. Which we just, okay, I think this one is there. Yeah. Now, let's see, sir. Why we are using it only MySQL, sir? The basic reason that we are using MySQL is MySQL is an open source. That means anyone can use it. The community version, which is free, and it is multi-user. That means different users can have different permission access. Imagine I have all the access through my system, and I can give my system MySQL to you also. You can also access, but I can restrict you. Okay. Imagine like there is, you can create a database, but sir, company gave me access to their MySQL, sir. Can I delete their whole database? No. You will be given a permissions to create or to alter only specific things. You won't have permissions to delete it. Like everything goes with a permission based. Okay. So multi users and multi threaded. Can anyone tell me what does it mean by multi threaded? Perform various operations. It's like multitasking. A thread means in programming concepts, thread means always one task, sir. If you are met one language as single threaded, that means it will do only one task at a time. If you met something multi-threaded, it will do multiple tasks at a time, sir. Okay. Now the MySQL, he can be able to do multiple tasks at one time. Then next, it is obviously the popular choice because of its simplicity. Okay. Now, now here, MySQLs are popular in the older times of LAMP or Vim platforms. What is this LAMP or Vim platforms? Means earlier days when they used to develop the websites with PHPs. Okay. I think you are familiar with this. Older days we used to use PHP, sir. It is the standard language of the web in the olden times. If you go here, like, did you ever heard the PHP? Do you know actually there is one thing called PHP? Can anyone tell me full form? Huh? Hypertext preprocessor. Sir, it is one of the, if you see, you all are learning web applications, right? If you see here, PHP websites currently something running 77.5% of all the websites in the internet are actually based on PHP. So it is the major share. But still it is old. Actually, it's true, it is old. People like to shift because of the tools like WordPress and all. PHP existed everywhere. PHP is so compatible with the MySQL. When they developed it, they thought it like, okay, tabular format is so easy, PHP is so easy, so we will combine them. Almost 90% of the PHP applications will use MySQL only. So it's like 77.5% of the internet means it's like crores of websites. You may imagine, right? So at least lakhs of companies will use MySQL, sir. Okay. If you have to ask, like, go for any tech companies, the basic minimum thing they will expect you to have English communication, right? As much as English is necessary for every technical person, MySQL is necessary, or Oracle. Okay, MySQL or Oracle is that much necessary. Like everyone, whether you are a front end or back end, the knowledge is always appreciable. Now, let's start it, sir. That personal homepage, no. Now, actually, let's go here. Now, it is available at free of cost. Now, you will connect through the, you will connect this MySQL through different APIs. Each and every programming languages will have their own APIs, sir. Okay, how you will connect? For example, in the kind of node or in the kind of backend like PHPs, you will have dot connect with MySQL packages. I'm sure like there are some packages in your Python also. If you go with the Python with dot connect, okay, if you install a package and if you create a variable, automatically you will have connect functions which can able to connect it. Now, securities are always good here. Why? Because it was protected with passwords. Okay. And this one is very small application, easy to install on any type of OS. Okay. Now on the Linux or Mac or Windows applications. Let's go here. Now, what is the definition of API and what is work? Like for the persons who don't know, I think you all know what is API, right? No? Sir, APIs are like application programming interfaces. One application in the world will be connected with another application using API, sir. Front end connects to backend or backend connects to database or database connects to the backend or in every possibility way. For example, you have Google Maps. Okay. If you see the Google Maps provide you the mapping features. Like if you see Ola, Uber, Rapido, this all uses maps, right? Do you think Ola build their own maps like Ola Maps? Then how they get the maps then? Google Maps. So Ola people pay to the Google people, give me your Maps API. So they will get the Maps API and they will use it. So one service if you are providing, your service can be used by other people. Okay, that means through your service only they will use all the applications and they will pay you for your service. Okay, that connection is called API, sir. Now let's even MySQL will be connected with the APIs. You will understand it in your code language, like whatever it is, Python and all. Now Now here in the structured query language, how it will be dealt? Structured query language. See, basically the structured query language handle the databases with interactive sessions, sir. That means it will give some basic commands and you can directly actually, like, if someone asks you to create a table, insert a table in my MS Word, how much easy it is? You will go to insert tab, you will take a table, you will drag and drop, right or not? You can even do that here. There, that is possible. But usually we will go with the commands, but that is possible. If we can make it the things in interactive and it can be completed in seconds. Sometimes you can put multiple structures. Sir, I have multiple databases which can be combined. Yesterday I gave you one example where the Prime Video is there. Like Prime Video connected to the e-commerce. The e-commerce may connect it to Amazon Web Services. The web services may connect to another Amazon services, right or not? Are you getting my point, sir? So all, each and everything has one view and all will be connected also. Like it can go to multiple views. Now we don't need any particular coding experience for this. Now yesterday some people just asked me a question like, sir, the Python is not completed for me, or the Python we just started. Can we go into this? If you are having zero knowledge of any programming languages also, database will be managed easily. You don't need any programming knowledge at all. Only the thing you need to know is variable and data type. Anyway, which I will tell you. Okay. Now let's see here. The next one. Okay. Let me delete it. Yeah. Now let's start it, sir. These are the sub languages in the SQL. First one, data definition language. Data definition language will tell you how do you create the data, or how do you create a table, how do you alter the table, how do you drop a table. Or data manipulation languages will tell you how do you select, insert, delete, or duplicate the things. Okay. We have so many commands. Let's first create one database as we understand what is the relational database and all. Everyone start this, start right. Create a database, create a database named students. Create a database named students. Sir, first we will create one database named students, sir. Okay. Like for our student management system. Okay. In that we can add students, we can delete the students, we can manage everything in the students, sir. Now let's go here. Let's open Workbench. Workbench. Once you open the Workbench, sir, here you have already one connection, right or not? Now I'm deleting my connection. You can even delete the connections. Now first connection, let's start here. Demo. Sir, what is this connection, sir? It will start SQL server and it will ask the server to connect to this application. Actually, sir, in the olden times, we used to write it everything in the command prompt. Okay. And it was kind of difficult, right? We will see everything in the command prompt and all. So to make it process easy, we are doing it in the Workbench, sir. Workbench. Workbench is like an interactive UI. So first we will just write it one demo. I just write it a name. I just created, and my username is root. Whatever the username you give when you are creating it, it will come, sir. Okay, I don't think it is zooming on. Now, let me open it, double click. What it is asking? Password. So which you need to enter your password, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6, 7, 8, I think I put. Now, in case if you are a person who forgets a password, you may click here, save in the vault, so that it will be remembered always. It won't ask you the password every time. Okay. So, okay. It just opened a basic one, sir. Now here, see, already one database is there. Can you see? One database is there named sys. Zoom is not working. Now, try to see here. One database is there, sir, here. And in this database, tables are there, views are there, some procedures are there, and some functions are there. Right or not? Now, I want to create my own database. Let's write it here. Right here. Create database. Create database. And database name here, students, and then click semicolon. Here one query file is open, sir. Sir, in case what if this file is not opened for me? If the file is not open, you can go here and click with a new file, sir. Okay. A new file will be opened. It is to open the previous ones, I think. A new file will be opened. Here you can write it. Now again, create. Oh, this is the maximum zoom, I think. It's clear, ma? Create database and database named students. Now, here, after you done this, here, see, here you can run it. These power symbols are there, na? Power symbols. Now, these power symbols, you can click it, sir. If you click on the first one, automatically complete code in this, if so much code is there, it will run automatically. If this power code is done until the enter symbol is there, it will run. Now, whatever it choose, it will work it fine. Now, see here, green mark came. Can you see here in the down action output, sir? A green mark came. That means your thing is successful. But, sir, is the left side anything created, sir? No. That is because you have to refresh it here. See, one refresh symbol is there. Can you see it? Here, this is a refresh symbol, ma. Okay. Now, if you do this, you will get it here. And then let's go here. Let's just refresh it. Now, see, a student's created. Can you see it, sir? Now, in olden times, we used to do it like this also. Like, for example, MySQL. I'm going with command line. Now here I have to enter the password 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now my MySQL is connected, sir. If you go for shell, automatically it will be connected, sir. In this, I have to write the commands. Now show DBs. Show DBs colon. Show databases. Show databases. Sir, there is no case sensitive in the SQL, sir. It will go with that. Show databases. Now see, what are the databases it is having it? Students, by default, there will be something called MySQL database. Okay, performance schema, information schema, and sys. You can see it, the sys here, the system one. You can delete it also, no worries. Okay. Now here, let's create another one, sir. Now, tell me, how do you create it? Create database name teachers. Sir, after your command, don't forget to put the semicolon, else it will lead to the next line. There also you can put it. Semicolon means exit. It's the end. Okay. Now query okay. That query okay. How many rows were affected? One row. That means one row got added or changed or update or deleted. Something happened to one row. Okay, that is why it's called one row affected. One row affected. Now, sir, let me check it. Show databases. Why it came to next line? Semicolon. Very good. Now see here, it's up to your wish, like how you will create the things. Either someone create in the shell or someone created here using queries in this one. Here I refresh it. You know what is most easiest way? Here one symbol is there. Can you see it? The new schema one. Okay, let me show it to you. Here one symbol will be there, right? And if I click on it, automatically I can create, no need of command. Now I will go here and click this. Why it is? Okay, sorry. It opened so many times. One, don't save, don't, don't save. Now here, it is asking me the name. So, employees, and let's go with apply, and it only write the command. Can you see it? Can you see it? It only wrote the command, and I will click on apply, and it only created the employees. Can you see the left side, sir? So there are three ways. Usually different people in different classes, you will go with the different ways. But ultimately, MySQL will know only one thing, which is you have to write that line. Either you write that line in one file in the workbench, or you write that line in the command prompt, or you directly select it, it will only write it. But ultimately, MySQL server will get that line. MySQL server don't know like which one you are using it. It knows, okay, this guy entered this command and run this command. That only it will check it. Is it clear, ma? I hope you understand the different methods also like this. And why we used shell or why we used this workbench. But these two are run by the server, sir. These two are run by server actually. The moment you opened this workbench, here actually if you see, okay, see administration in the server status, my server is running actually. In my system, MySQL server is running, sir. Because the MySQL server is running, when you are saying it create a database students, it will send that to server and server will create it. One time you send it by workbench, one time you send it by shell, one time you send it by manual command that automatically it will only send it when you click on apply. But ultimately, it goes to the server and gives the values. Any doubts, sir? Any doubts, ma? Is it clear? Huh. Now let's see it. Now, next. Okay, someone is asking it like, what is the major difference between MySQL and Oracle? The major differences are syntaxes. Just it's like the syntactical differences, but both are used for the similar purposes. Now, anyway, let's go for schema. Okay, sir, you entered. Let me do. I don't want it. I want to delete it. I want to delete. Drop. You write capital or small. It's up to you. Okay. MySQL will not go with that. Drop employees. Okay. Drop employees. Delete. Delete. Will it work? No. Statement is no, no, no. Listen. First thing, sir. Okay, first one, you created the table, you created the database. Second, you have to go into that database, right? How do you go into that, sir? You have to open it, right or not? If you click on it here, you can open it. But instead of clicking it here, I will go to the command. I will write it here. Use database name. What is the database name? Like employees. Employees. Now see, is it opened or not? Did you see it, sir? If you write it here, use employees, then it will automatically employees will be open, sir. One more time. Sir, in your application, there are three databases which we are using it. Students data, teachers data, employees data. You have to shift it into one database into another database, right or not? For example, your user is there. Always think it in a connectivity. Your user is there. Your user have three buttons. One button is add student, one button is add teacher, one button is add employee. If someone clicks on the submit form for the add student form, automatically it will add one detail into the student. Immediately that same guy, whoever using application, may add one teacher detail also, right? So you should shift from one database to another database, right or not? So how do you open or shift into that particular database, sir? You will go here, use database name, employees. So here in the shell, in the workbench, semicolon is not necessary because it will automatically run this particular line only. Now here it will open. Can you see it? Is it clear, ma? No. Sir, what if I want to delete this? Drop database, database name, employees, and go here and run it, and it is deleted. So, task one, everyone, create a database, students, use it and delete it. Create a database named students, use it and delete it. Everyone open your few books and papers or pens, whatever, and write it. You have to do it. The tasks. Boys who are not having any pen, paper kind of works, everyone have it, right? If not, I will make you write it on the hand. Seriously, I'm saying it. Okay. Now next. Good. Some people are doing it. Done. It's nice. Quickly, it won't take much time, I'm sure. Good. The next one. Done. Open it. Okay. Anyway, next one. Now, let's go to database named students. Now, next one, we will go with creating a table, sir. Okay. I hope you all understood how to create a database, right? Then table. Okay. Now, in the second task, we will create a student table. Inside the student, for student filling data, we will create one table. Sir, if you are creating a table, sir, to create table. Okay. We will learn some basic terminologies. Terminology. Let me create it one table, sir, for you. one student table. You may do it neatly, not like this. Now here, let me write it here. RNO name marks. Any other? Huh? Email ID. Students will have email ID. Date. Grade. Grade is okay. Now let's have it here. One John. Not that John, Ray. Normal John. Okay. There are normal Johns also existed. Okay. Now 58. Now grade D. Then next 2. And it's my bad to ask you, seriously. Xavier 68. C. Third Rambo 98. A. Okay. So now you have someone like you have some table, sir, and our goal is to include this table into our database. Before we include, first we should know some terminologies. The first terminology here, this whole thing is called either a table or a relation. It is called either a table or relation. Table is a general term. In MySQL, sometimes we will call it as relation. Okay. Sir, what does it mean by relation, sir? Relation is like a logical division of a data. Okay. So that one data may connect with another data. Sir, if you are designing one school, in a school database, teachers will be there, students will be there, and classrooms will be there, right? So staff will be there, administration will be there. All are connected now, right or not? Is it clear? Now this school students details may be connected with so many other tables also. Imagine I am creating one table for it's like a class CRs, class monitors table. In the whole school, like I'm selecting some people from each class and making it some class CRs. So this data, selected data from this one will become a new data, right or not? At least there should be one relation, right or not? Okay, now imagine this is a class, students class for 10th class. Now they all will have one teacher, and that teacher will be in the staff also, in the staff column also, right? So one table will have a relation with another table. That is what actually RDBMS. If you can imagine the relation between the tables, you can make it RDBMS very easily. Now this RDBMS here, we will call it either a table or relation, sir. Now next. Here, each column, we will call it here. This one is called colon, a set of possible data, a set of possible data for a value, like for grade. For grade, we will have it like for one roll number, one some grade, two some grade. Like grade is one column. It will have all the possible values for the grade. And now it also called field, or also called attribute. It's like the property of the people, right? Each and every, we all have our attributes. I have name attribute, I have age attribute, I have my salary attribute, right? Similarly, everyone will have their own attributes. It's like their properties that makes the people unique sometimes. Some attributes will be unique, some attributes may not be unique. Uh, let's take the roll number. Roll number attribute will be unique, right or not? Can the name will be unique? No. One class may have 2, 3 Prasads. It is possible. Okay, so you can't consider it as unique one. Okay, so this one, each one is called either a field or a uh, attribute, sir. Now, the set of possible attributes or set of possible fields or set of possible column values for one particular data is known as, for one particular data is known as, for only for one guy. If I want only for one guy, what it is called? Can anyone guess what it is called? Row. We can call it sometimes row, sometimes record, sometimes tuple. It will be called sometimes row, it will be called sometimes record, it will be called sometimes tuple, sir. A horizontal line in a table is called row. A horizontal line in a relation is called record. And basically the relation and table were same. Okay, normally tables will be everywhere, but in MySQL we will call it as relation because it will make it a relation with the other database, other tables also. Okay, now here next one. Mm, mm. How many values a column have? Like, mm, no, 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 no. Just a minute. Yeah, how many columns? How many columns this table have? 4. That is called degree. Degree. Degree of the relation is equals to number of fields. The degree of a relation is number of fields or number of attributes which can be possible in a relation. Okay, and next one, cardinality. Cardinality of a relation, of the relation, equals to number of records. How many? Number of records. Huh. You think 3, actually it will think it as 4. Okay, so it will have the values. Now here each, no, it will think it as 3 only, correct? The first one will not be counted because when you drop it, only data will be counted. Okay, now let's see here. Now, any doubts in this? Is it clear, sir? But it is not over. This is not enough for you to create a table. You know what more you need to know? Data types. Sir, here on the roll number, can I give name Raj? Can I give 1, 2, 3 in the name column? No. Who is the name 1, 2, 3 guy here? Don't think so. Now we are not James Bond like having the name 007. Now in the marks column, I can't give true or false. I have to specify a number, isn't it? Now, for example, if someone is having an average, it may be point values, right? So we have different data types, sir. I think in the Python language, you may familiar with the data types, right? Here we have mainly the main data types which we will discuss. We have several data types which we will come to custom data types. We can create our own data types like enums. Do Python have enums? No, okay. We have enums, like we can create our own data types also, which we will discuss later. Now the basic data types are int. Int is for integers, sir. Integers are the normal values with normal numbers without any decimal value. Okay. And in integers, you have subcategory like TINYINT and BIGINT. When you specify a number with an integer, it will take it an integer. It is allowed to give an integer. If you are giving with small integer value, I don't need to give it a big value, sir. I want to go with a small value like 2, 3 kind of one. I will prefer TINYINT to save the memory. The only difference between the int and the BIGINT is the size. Is the size. Now I will prefer it here TINYINT for smaller ones. BIGINT is kind of bigger ones. Like I am giving it some kind of random big values. It's like my company is increasing and the number of employees are increasing. Every time you will get one IDs. Uh, for the persons who applied for government jobs and all, you will get one hall ticket numbers. The hall ticket numbers were kind of big ones. They are not like 123, 112 something, because they are big because they contain so many other details like the year of you apply, time of you apply, or the kind of application you applied and all. So those things, kind of big values, they will use something called begin. Okay. Now next we have something called for phone numbers. You can use it. That is actually true. Phone number is 10 digits only. For 10 digits actually int can deal. Next, decimal. Decimals. We have something called double also. Okay. Float and double also we have it here. Float is used for the smaller float values, and double is used for the the bigger kind of values. We can use something called decimal specifically also. Okay. Or these are like point values, float and double. Okay. Integers means the actual numbers. Or you have something called strings. For strings, you have two data types, sir. In strings, actually, there is no type called string. We have type called char and varchar. Varchar. Char and varchar. Sir, char also will take it like the string value only. Varchar also will take the string value only. But the difference is the size. You have to specify the size here in char and the varchar also. I am specifying one size in char. I am specifying the size in varchar. Sir, what is the difference in them? If I define char, for example, if there is a value called char, a student name, char 20, I said. So student name will be character of 20 values, 20 size. If I give the student name Raj, you know what will happen? It will take it the 3 and remaining 17 digits will be empty. And unnecessarily, I am wasting the memory of 17. Is it clear, sir? It is used to create a fixed length of size. I am saying it, my string will be length of 20 characters. But I am using only 3, right or not? My student's name will be variable, it may change it. In that particular cases, if I use char, my memory will be lost because every time it will fix that much only. Varchar is like if I write it the same thing, if I create s name varchar 20, then what will happen? If I give it s name as Raj, it will take it only 3. If I give s name as some other name 4 digits John, it will take it only 4 only. The maximum value is 20. Based on the size of your string which you are giving it, it will take the value and the maximum value will be suggested. Char will take the fixed value of length and the varchar will take you the variable. That is varchar means variable char, which will vary. Okay. Is it clear, sir? For bigger kind of text like paragraphs, for blog posts, for comments, I can't define how much memory it will take, right or not? I will use something called text. I will use one data type called text, sir. Okay. Now, actually, in the advanced data types, we have something called nvarchar, nchar, and nvarchar also. The difference, they both are same actually. The only difference is nvarchar and nchar will also takes the unicodes. Okay. Nvarchar or nchar are used to take the unicode values, which we will do it in later classes. Don't worry. Okay. Which I'm going with the basic things. Okay. The standard basic data types only we are discussing. Now, next one, which you must know is date. Date is a data type which is used to take the date, sir. And the date will be always in the format of YYY MMDD. In the format of year with the 4 values and the month and the date, it will store the values, sir. Or also you can take it something called time, which will take it HHMMSS, where it will take it hours, minutes, and the seconds, sir. We have similar one, date time. Date time. Date time. Now the date time is used to take the values. Date time is used to take the values like date and time. Date and time at a time, sir. So for the simple table creation, we are going to go through this. Now, sir, is it like the complete data types? No. We have several other data types like our own user defined data types like enums. We have a data types like JSON, which is for JSON, for arrays, or for binary values, blob values we have, images, blobs and all. Okay. And those kind of things, varchar2 and all things we will discuss in the future classes, sir. Okay. Is there any doubt in this data types? Is there any doubt, sir? The only thing which you need to remember is for what use, what data type you will use. Clear? Is it clear, ma? Yeah. Let's start it now then. Let's see here now. Now, varchar is, see, again, people who are confusing between the char and varchar, sir. Char will take the fixed values. If I give varchar char of 10, even though you use 10 characters or not, it will create every string with 10 character space. So there is a chance that you may lose. For example, I am entering gender, M or F. In that kind of, I will prefer char. Okay. Because ultimately, anyone enter will be one value only there. Okay. Or I am entering something 2 letter string or 5 letter string. Everyone should enter 5 letter string only. In that kind of, I will go with the char. If the variability is there, some person's name will be variable with other persons. I will go with something called varchar, sir. Is it clear? Now, let's start it here. Let's start. We have to use mostly varchar only for string. TINYINT is used for the small integers and BIGINT is used for the larger amounts. Now, let's start it, sir. Let's start. Now go here. Let's start it here. Now, if you see here, is there any tables here? Is there any table here? No. Now you have to create a table, sir. Okay. Now create table, table name. Students is a database. Okay. In that you can put whatever the table name you want. Student, students. And here you can give the values, sir, here. Here you will give the fields. Roll number and what is the data type you will give. Uh, int, int 10. Now student name of varchar. I think varchar only. Varchar of 20. Marks of int. Now for integers, you may not to specify the size, I think. Let's go with this. Now here, what is the last one we did? Great, great int. Oh, varchar na? Anyway, grade will be one letter, right? So let's go with char. And here, close the brace, semicolon. And let's write it here, enter. And is there any errors happened? Now here, it created table success and refresh it. Go here. It is having a table student, sir. Okay. Let me clear it up. Now, if you see it here, one table is created, sir. Now here, see, one table is created, students. In this table, columns. Now, if you see, student number is there, student name is there, marks is there, and grade is there. Okay. Sir, I want to see this table here. You can even see this table, sir, here, literally. Now, let me write it here. I can click directly here, user interface. If I click on this third button, I can see the table here, actually. I don't think Zoom is working. No, Zoom is not working here. Is there any way? No. Now, let's give the values for this. Sir, this is the command, sir, actually. When I click on it, automatically command is coming now. Usually, this is the command. What is this select? What is this from? We will see it in the next classes. No worries. Okay. Why you give varchar 20 and char 1? I think you all understood, right? Why I gave varchar 20, I gave it for name so that I can give any name value until the 20 characters because the people name may vary. Okay, so that it may change. Char 1, I gave it because grade will be only one digit. Okay, A, B, C, D, or whatever it is. Now, let's go here. Then next, how do you delete the database? Drop or truncate. You have two things. Now, anyway, first insert some values into it. Insert sorry. Insert values into students. Now you can enter the values into the student, sir. Now, values. Usually you can give values like 1, comma, what are the values? Student name, Raj, what is the third one? Marks, 20, comma, A. A. Now insert values into students. Let's see the commands. Let's see, to start a command, to start a database, it's create database. To open it, use. To delete it, it's delete. Now here, insert into, it's perfect only now. Insert into table and values. Insert into table. Let's go here. Let's go to the database. Insert into tables. Control X. Values. Now it's perfect. Now let's enter it, sir. Now, sir, what is the syntax? Insert into table name and values and all column values, sir. Sir, by default, it will take it all column values. No, sir, I want to enter only 2 column values. You can enter that also. But if you did not specify which columns to enter, then you have to specify, you have to write it like insert into table name, and you have to write it here, all values, sir. Here, all values, all column values, column values. In this specified order, whatever the order you give, it will exactly try to fill it in the same order. Or in case, if you want to enter any 2 columns only, sir, serial number and serial name only I want to enter. Here you can give the names of them. If you give it here, serial name, comma, serial number, comma, serial name, then if I give serial number value 1 and serial name value something, only those 2 values will be entered, and remaining values you may not enter. Okay. But by default, if you are entering, sir, it will take it all the values, sir. Insert into table name and then values and then all column values one by one, sir. So insert into students dot values 1 Raj 20 A. Then next, run it, sir. Now if you see it here in the down, it ran, it inserted values. Now let's refresh it. Now here, go here, sir, and go and see the table. Click here, and the table is added with values 1 Raj 20 and A. I'm sorry. No worries, no worries. Now 1 Raj 20. Any doubts, ma? Any doubts? Now let's add more. Now here, next, let's add more, sir. Go here. Insert into values. Let's enter 2, 3 rows. quickly we'll do. To Shaker 55 C now. The next, sir, can I do it like one time, one only? No, you can do actually one time multiple also. Okay. But when you are practicing, try to put it like one so that you will be confident. Then see the third one, 3 XYZ. So 99. And then F. Next. When 20 is A, 99 is F only then. Now, so this is 3 rows, sir. Now, if I go and see it here, see all 3 values were stored, right? Right, sir? Sir, then how do I delete them? You have 2 commands to delete a table. You have 2 commands to delete a table. Drop or truncate. Drop or truncate. Drop will remove the whole table, sir, including your headings, the column headings. Truncate will delete only the data in the table. If I do truncate this table, sir, I will get all 3 rows are deleted. My 3 records will be deleted. But if I do drop, including the main one will be deleted. Is it clear, ma? Now let's see it here. And now, how do you enter multiple lines? Just go with the semicolon and enter the more and more. Okay. When you are running it, instead of this power button, go with the left side power button, which will run whole program at once. Okay. Now, here, and sir, whatever the commands I'm doing it, same commands, you can even try it here also. Insert a table, delete a table, and all in this also. Some people likes to do it there. Some people likes to do it in this UI. Okay. Whatever you do, it works same. Sir, if I'm doing it here, how do I see the table? Show table, table name. If you want to see any table, sir, you can see the table by using show table, table name. Now let's see. Go here, sir. Truncate std, std and ts. Now I want to update number to person. How to update, sir? We can do alter, we can do update, but those things we will discuss later. Okay. We still did not discuss the data dev sub languages. We have DDL, DML, those things I did not tell. I just tell you how to create database, how to create a table and insert it. In future classes, we will discuss in theoretically the main important things. Now, each and every column need to have some constraints also, which we will discuss in the future classes. Okay. Don't worry about it. Now, here truncate students. Now, let's go here and it's done. Now, go and see. Now, truncate students, it's done. Go and see my students table, and here students table. Any data is there, which is used to be there earlier, right or not? Now it was deleted, sir. Okay, because you used truncate. Truncate is used to delete the tabular data, only data, not the table. Sir, I want to delete the complete table, sir. I will use drop. Drop is always used to delete, sir. Drop. Drop table. No, I think drop student. Drop table, table name. When you are creating database, create database and the database name. Drop database, drop database. Same way. Drop table, table name. And here I am just running it, sir. Did you see on the left side there are no tables now? Is it clear, ma? Is it clear? Any doubts into it? Is everyone clear? Task. Let's do the task before you leave. Now, create a database named teachers and use it and create a table TDS teachers details. Insert three records of values. Table contains fields like ID, name, salary, phone number. Create the table and the IDs and insert the three records of values, and the table contains fields like ID, name, salary, and phone number. Later, delete the table data and table also. Later, add the table data with the later delete the table data and table also. Quickly. I hope you all can do it right. And actually, you can do it direct manual also in this. If you right click here, you can do create table. Actually, I did not show you can directly give the table column details and all without writing the command here. If you give 1, 2, 3, if you press tab, automatically one detail and all you can give. But we need to learn queries. You know why? You will create the tables not here in your Python. SQL workbench is make your work easy, but the point is you have to write this query in your Python language. In your Python, you will write one SQL file that you will connect. So you have to know the commands only. Whoever is not doing the assignment, I will ask them to show now. Is it completed, sir? Raise your hand if it is completed. Remaining people, then do it. Someone close their bags. Stand up. Seriously, stand up. बोलो नाम क्या है? हाँ, बसंती. नोट्स किधर है तुम्हारा? वो उसका नोट्स है. Bring it, yaar. At least write something, okay? You can't remember it in the brain every time because we have filled our brain with so many things, right? Sit, ma. No worries. Yeah. Online, if anyone have any doubts, you can tell it, ma. Sir, just a syntactical one. In case if you want to insert a table, insert into table name. If you give column 1 values something, guys, this is a basic syntax. What if I want to enter only in column 1 values? In that case, it will enter this, sir. Remaining all values will become null, actually. Okay, we will discuss what is null, what is constraint and all in next classes in detail. Next classes, we will update the columns. We will alter the columns. We will create, more and more management, and I will discuss you theoretically also. Okay. Now, is there any doubts in today's class? No, sir, we use MATLAB. No, we don't use. Any doubts here? Right? So try to see the basic tabular structure, sir. Okay. And always today's task is again install install the MySQL, and after installing it, whatever you are writing it now, you write one commands now, one for one task. That one create it there. Create the same teachers table into your application, sir. Okay. Is it clear, ma? Yeah, that's it. Thank you all. If no doubts, you can leave. Installation step, if you have any doubt, you can tell me, ma. Where we use char and varchar. Char, we will use it for strings, and varchar also strings only. But char is fixed data, varchar is different data, ma, online. Send me slides to install. You can try it in install step. I will give you the notes in Monday, sir. Is it okay to use PostgreSQL? No, we have to use MySQL this class. Today is this is also first class only. Yesterday I just told installation. What about what object relation? No, no, we are doing it only RGB basis. Okay. Later we will try to put the JSON in some parts, but we won't in the ORDBMS. If you wanted to ORDBMS, PostgreSQL will be there. No, same thing only, but only difference is they will store the tabular inside the tables. They will store the objects. Data reuse. For the bigger applications like data analytics and all, they will use it. Okay. Yeah. This is MySQL and MongoDB. Yes, it is. Yes. How to delete one record, which we will discuss in the next classes, sir. No worries. Kavya Shri, it's right. What is the difference between var and varchar 2, which we will discuss next class actually. We will see. I will show you the varchar 2 where we will use it and all. But till now, use it varchar. Okay. We will discuss those things in the next classes. No, no. You can use however you like it. Huh? As a non-IT student? Huh? No, they won't see that all. They will just ask you if you are a non-IT student, why you are coming into the